Let's go, boys. You see the text, you hear the sizzle. It is the absolute return of the parlay fillet. We see those comments all the time. When are we getting another parlay fillet? And we had to bring it for this UFC Vegas 30 31 throwdown because these are two absolute locks. And in the first leg, we got Mateusz Gamrot, aka Gamer, our Polish brother, coming off a beautiful performance in his last fight. He absolutely smashed Scott Hot Sauce Holtzman. We meat locked that one. It was easy tenders for the boys, and it was the dominant gamer Gamrot that we had been used to throughout his 16-0 impressive MMA run that he went on prior to entering the UFC. And when he did enter the UFC, that was against our Georgia brother Guram Gutataladze, and that was a razor thin fight against a super tough Guram Gutataladze. So no shame in that loss. I think that loss might even age well because Guram is imminent to go on some sort of run in the UFC for sure. So he's taking on the always tough Lil Heathen, Jeremy Stevens, and Jeremy Stiffus is a guy who says is the hardest hitting 145 out there, but we'll see if that is the case against Gamer Gamrot. We obviously tend to think it will not be. So in this first leg of the Parlay Filet, what are your thoughts on Gamer Gamrot? How do you think he gets this done over Jeremy Stiffus? And do you think it's going to be close or is it just going to be straight easy work, just like the next leg will be? What are your thoughts, me?
Yeah, I think this is going to be a one-side whooping. I mean, Gamer Gamrot, he is always game. So is Jeremy Stiffus, though. Stiffus can come out and crack. So he's definitely got to watch out for those heavy hands. But man, I think Stiffus is on his way out. I feel kind of bad the way his last five fights have gone. He's the OG, but Gamer, he is here to stay and he is here to take over. These Polish brothers, they are no joke. So I think it's going to be a one-side dominating mauling, simple and similar to our other parlay fillet Islam.
100%, I'm with you all the way. I think that, Stiffus, he just missed that opportunity recently. I guess he picked up the W sort of with that shove over Drakkar Close, but this is going to be a dude who's itching to get back out there. He hasn't, actually competed since he lost to Calvin Kattar over a year ago. So we'll see what sort of hunger he's arriving with, but nonetheless, I don't think it will be enough to deal with Gamer Gamrot, who just has an insanely well-rounded skill set. He can crack you on the feet. He can sub you with his BJJ, and he's just a guy that can sort of do it all for in the UFC. So if you notice, 88% of Tapology is rolling with Meat Boy MMA. They're going with Gamer Gamrot, and it's pretty much split, right? Half think that he's going to get that KO TKO, while the rest think that it's a decision win for Gamer Gamrot. I think I'm with the beige majority with that 88%. I think that a decision might be likely because we know Jeremy Stevens is a tough dude, someone who can, last against a lot of guys. I mean, he's a dude who went the distance with Yair. He went the distance with Zabit. So he's a guy who can obviously go 3 rounds, but nonetheless, I think that for this first leg, it's easy tendies, juicy beef for Gamer Gamrot. And you touched on the second leg of this parlay fillet. Might as well jump right into it. It's the meat event, right? It's Islam Makhachev, Islam Makhachev taking on Thiago Moises, aka Thiago Moises, and plenty of meat in this one. But Islam is 19-1, Thiago 15-4, and Islam is a guy who has just been in there, dominated everyone that the UFC throws against him, and truly is sort of living up to this Khabib 2.0 narrative that has been crafted for him. And he's getting obviously a lot of love from the odds makers, a minus 650, huge favorite. Despite Thiago Moises really showing out in his last few fights, right? Probably the best performance we've seen to date was that most recent win over Alexander Hernandez. But the 15-4 Moises definitely has his work cut out for him because Islam Makhachev is no Alexander Hernandez. So, what are your thoughts on this meat event? How quickly or how long do you think it takes Islam to get this done? And what are your thoughts overall on this second leg of the filet meat?
Yeah, so Islam, this is an absolute wrap. I mean, if any of you guys been following, I know you guys are already fanboying as the next Khabib, which he's already showing that he's on that path to be that great. He's just absolutely dismantling, mauling everyone in sight. I've been trying not to jump on the bandwagon. I've been picking against him, but I just can't anymore. He sold me. He sold the ticket. I am on the train. I'm on the hype. This is just going to be, I feel bad for, uh, to be honest, for Moses because he's on a nice little fight win streak and now he has to take this loss because he's about to get dismantled. For every round, and it wouldn't surprise me if Islam gets a first round finish. Like he's gonna put on a show and really dominate this guy. I believe. I think Thiago's only chance is gonna be a KO, a little lucky. Meat bomb swinging for the fences, eyes closed, head down, and maybe it connects. But good luck with that because this is going to be brutal for you. Makhachev, easy win. Yeah.
Yeah, agree 1,000,000%. It's almost like as soon as that Gamer Gamrot spot hits, I'm feeling good going into the meat event because Islam should make easy work over Thiago Moises. And no disrespect to Thiago Moises, right? This is a guy on a 3-fight win streak.
Yeah.
Nice dominant win over Alexander Hernandez, beat Bobby Green, and submitted Michael Johnson before that. So his 3-fight win streak most recently is definitely impressive and plenty of respect to him for taking this fight because we all know that Islam Makhachev is a dude that nobody in the UFC wants to face right now. And so just a lot of respect for Thiago. I just don't think he's going to have the skills necessary to run through Islam in this one. And if we look at Moises, this is a guy you mentioned the only pathway being a YOLO meat bomb. He only has 2 finishes of his 15 wins by some sort of KO or TKO. So I personally think it's unlikely that that happens against Islam, but you're totally right. That's probably if there is a pathway, the only pathway for him, because we know how much of a BJJ ace Thiago Moises is, but when this thing is on the mat, I don't see it being competitive. I see Islam running through him wherever this goes. If it's out in open space, if it's out up against the cage, Islam should be able to dominate with that sambo and just insane strength for this lightweight division. Like it seems like these Dagestani lightweights have the strength of UFC middleweights. So I'm with you all the way. I think it's easy beef for the second leg of this fillet. And we're chilling in the green right now, boys. The meatlocks have been coming through. Tendies for the boys and plan on continuing that as we net 290 or as we throw down 219.05. It's going to net 143.59. Makhachev being minus 650 odds and Gamer Gamrot minus 230. So we look to extend our parlay fillet record to 5-1, add more tendies for the boys, and simply bring the beef on this UFC Vegas 31 card. So any last thoughts on this parlay fillet? I'm excited that it's back. We had to bring it for the boys.
Yeah, no, super pumped to have this parlay fillet for the boys. I hope you guys have been grilling and chilling with us on this. This is an absolute lock, so we're definitely hammering this.
Let's go, boys. Take it to the grill and get the bill.